It's done. It's on. Oop. I think it just takes a second. All right. Hi, everybody. What is up? It is Thursday, about 6 o'clock, and we are rocking. Okay, excellent. And my wife is cooking spaghetti, and it's going to be amazing. She definitely makes the best spaghetti I've ever eaten, hands down. Hands down. So, what is everyone up to today? Is everybody, I know a lot of you are working. I had a few people message me and say that they would try to get on, but it was going to be, they were going to be out working. So, maybe they can, maybe they can't. But that's okay. Everybody got to get out there and make your money. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to look down on anybody for that. So, but I'm going to stay on about an hour, regardless of how many people I get on. I want to make this Thursday night thing a it's something that I do every Thursday. But maybe I should change the time or something. I don't know. What up, Swamp Rabbit? Rystar, how you doing? And then, of course, we got None Your Business chiming in. You gotta love a name like Swamp Rabbit. Gotta. What's up, AFK? Nice to see you made it on. Are you heading home? I don't know. She might be expensive though. That is a fact. She ain't cheap at anything. Every day we get packages to the house. Well, it seems like every day. And poof, there's a package here. And I'm like, what is this? Oh, just something I ordered from Sheen.
You leave my packages out of this.
Ah, she's funny. do 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 do. All right. Hell yeah! I just got out of the muddy hole. Now it's time to relax. You're the life of a plumber. Are you home yet? You may not want to text until you get home. I don't want you to get in trouble. Boo. Quiet group. Okay. be able to eventually do this using my laptop and not just my phone. I do believe that would be a little easier. All right, who's working and who's not working? Oh, picking up your other half. Your other half needs to be on here too. Oh, by the way, I am 20 hours of watch time away from being monetized. 20, that's it. I'm at 3,980. I am definitely knocking on the door. I'd like to get that within the next couple days for sure. Well, hello, Serenity. Nice to see you. Well, I don't see you. Nice to hear from you. How's that? Yeah, she already beat you. Serenity, were you working? Noah picked you up from work? My day is going great. I did 2 Amazon blocks this morning. Did a little bit of DoorDash and Uber Eats in between, and I ended up getting a $40 tip in one of my DoorDash orders. $40. And I'll even tell you the story of how it happened. I was delivering a Dunkin' Donuts order to a regular, and this family, they've always tipped pretty well, and so I delivered their Dunkin', and then I left and I went about my business. I did 2 other orders, and then I got a shopping order for the same people. So I did their shopping order. It was 30 items from Walgreens, which I'm so glad it was all food because makeup and stuff like that screws me up at Walgreens. But anyways, it was all food except for a couple of things of children's medicine. So I got all that, and when I went back to their house, their Dunkin' was still sitting outside. So I tried to call, no one answered. So I unloaded their groceries, which had frozen food in there. And I texted them and told them that, hey, I was the guy who delivered your Dunkin'. It's still sitting on the porch. And it was, mind you, we're in Florida. It was about 88 degrees. It was warm. And I just dropped your groceries off there. I just want to let you know so your food don't get ruined. So I never heard back from them. I went about my business, and an hour later, because you know how Uber tips you after an hour, I got a $40 tip instead of the $15 they were originally going to give me. So it was a fantastic order. I did 2 Uber orders for the same people, and made $58 total. So that's got to tell you something. Oh no, he's coming to hang out with you. Okay. Well, you guys better keep your phones on. I need these watch hours. But yeah, has anybody ever received a tip that big? Doing any of the gig apps? Probably, maybe if you did some catering. So, yes, that's been my day so far. It's been a good one. I made good money, and I got to quit early. Me and my wife started watching a show yesterday on Hulu called Under the Bridge, and we watched the first episode. It's 5 episodes. So if any of you are looking for something to watch and you have Hulu, watch it. It is one of those mind-bending, really, really good show. We really enjoyed it. And can't wait to watch episode 2 today. So, but give it a go. Under the Bridge, and it's on Hulu. And I know that AFK and Serenity are always looking for something to watch. You got $60 tip? For what? What did you do? Plunge someone's toilet? I'm just kidding. You have a great job, so I wish I had your skills. So, what's the biggest tip anybody else has ever got? Like I said, mine was. I don't think I've ever gotten anything over $40. I know I got a $30 tip before for a whole bunch of pizzas that I delivered to a factory. Hey, what's up, Kent? I did one Uber Eats order today. Wasn't too bad. It was $6 for 2 miles. Did get an offer afterwards for $14 for 20 miles. It was an IHOP order, which I declined. Yeah. Two reasons to decline that, Kent. One, it's $14 for 20 miles. And two, it's IHOP. That IHOP is so slow sometimes. Oh, $25. That's still a good tip. Really depending on how many times you got it too. I mean, if you got several $25 tips, it's better than getting just one $40 tip. Hey Kent, are you working right now or are you at home? Noah, stay off your phone. I told him that. He don't listen. Maybe he's just doing it at red lights. He probably is. We he's just trying to keep this thing entertaining. Well, how far away is he from you? Come on, chime in. Let me see. Tell me who's on. Biggest cash tip I ever got for Uber Eats was $20. I did get a $100 cash tip at a Publix once on Christmas Eve. I'm home now. I'm done working for the day. Today was a hot one. You are probably right. I think that I even heard that especially here in Florida, it's all hands free with phones. Even at stoplights, that's not an excuse. So, yep, you are correct. 619 OTA? Is that? Yep, he is definitely not wrong. I'm not sure what the rules are in Michigan, but in Florida, yes, you're not allowed to have your phone in your hand for any reason at all when you're driving. Oh, you're in California? Yeah, you are right. California, man, that place is crazy with their laws. What part of California you at? I was actually in California when I was in the military. That's the only time I'd ever been there though. You'd probably get 2 tickets. You're such a dork. Oh, San Diego, okay. Well, nice to have you on, man. Thanks for chiming in, even if it's just for a minute. I like to see new people pop in and out of here. If they're decent people, at least. Sometimes you get those people who are not. Oh, there it is. Hey, AFK, do you got to work tomorrow? I know you were off Wednesday, you said. I think you told me you're the lead, right? I feel like I'm talking to myself because I'm staring right at my own face. You know, I've actually been talking to my wife just recently about getting a dash cam. That's the name of it, Hive Mapper. Okay, I will definitely do that then. I will check that out because I do drive a lot. Hey, Sarah, nice to see you. Even if it's just for a minute, nice to see you popping in. Are you busy out there? Dig. Sarah, you'll have to rewatch some of this because I just told a story about a $40 tip that I got today. Oh, good. That's cool. That's where my tip came through was Uber. Uber, I only had two Uber orders because I had two Amazon Flex orders, so I only worked in between the Flex orders. And the Uber orders, it was for the same person, but they came in strong, so I was happy. I ain't gonna complain. Two Uber orders, I made 58 bucks. 58.80 to be exact. That was nice. Did you post the video today, Sarah? I've not had any time to watch anything today yet. I'll be able to in a bit though. After I'm done with this live, I'll actually have a little bit of time. I think I had a tip increase 40 once. Oh, okay. That's what mine was, Kent. It was originally a $15 tip, and he increased it by 25 more dollars, or they increased it. I'm not sure if it's him, because I think his daughter does it more than him. Oh, okay. So your busy Uber Eats order will be a video soon. Sarah, how do you maybe you can address it in one of your lives if you want, if you don't want to type about it, but how do you do your members videos? Is it something different than your normal videos? I'm curious because I only have three members. I don't have as many as you or anything, but I got to make them a video, and I'd like to know what's the best route to take. Do I make them the same type of video I make everybody else, or do I change it up? One thing I need to learn how to do better on these lives is to try to keep the conversation going when you're not getting any messages at the moment. I find myself just staring at the phone waiting for a message. Definitely something I need to improve on. Yeah, I was definitely thinking about doing some early access videos, that's for sure. But I also want to do lives and I don't yeah, I need to think of things to do because I definitely want to make it a little bit different, make it a little bit special. I want their $1.99 they're paying me to be, well worth it. And yes, by the way, anybody who's interested, I do have a members area where you can join, and it's $1.99 a month. You will get early access to these videos. to some videos, not all of them. You'll get early access to some videos, and you will get your own live, just a members only live. I think most other make extra good related content for their. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was like guitars. I gotcha. Thanks, AFK. You're the man. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna think of something because I want to do my first video for them this weekend. So I'll have something good for my big 3-member panel. But once again, too, I'm only 20 hours away. 21 to be exact, but I am that close. Oh, Sarah, you didn't have to do that. You're so awesome. Thank you. That was so cool. Now I really got to make a good video. See, once again, I've grown silent. Some people are just are made to be are good talkers. I'm actually a pretty good public speaker. I did really well in college. Yes, believe it or not, I went to college. I went to Monroe County Community College in Michigan, and then I transferred over to the University of Toledo, and I got within one semester of graduating. And then divorce. Divorce hit, and that was it. It went away. So you have... Yes, Kent, I do. As of this morning, that's what I had. The Van True N2 Pro. Maps like Google Streets View and Pays You in Crypto. Oh wow, Pays You in Crypto. I'm gonna look into that. I actually like the name of it too. Hive Mapper. All right, I'm writing it down. Hive Mapper. Awesome. Thank you for that info, man. That's awesome. I appreciate it. How many watch hours are you sitting at, Kent? You've made a lot of videos. You got to be up there in the watch hours. And yeah, 619. I definitely I think I need a dash cam anyways. I am constantly on the road. And Florida traffic is terrible. Probably not as bad as California, but it's still pretty bad. And I guess it would be nice to protect myself, that's for sure. I've been talking about it for months, but still haven't done it. And something's going to end up happening, and I'm going to be like, why didn't I get this? So that might be this weekend. I gotta talk my wife into it. Nah, she'll be all right with it. She's pretty easygoing. In fact, she's real easygoing. She's a little, that's good. My watch hours aren't even close to 4,000. Currently only a few more subs from 700. Okay. Hey, Kent, if you want to, man, start making some live videos and let me know about them, and I'll be sure to tune in, and let's pump those watch hours up for you. I'm always willing to help anybody on here that has a channel, excuse me, and needs help with watch hours or any of that stuff, man. I will definitely help you out. I'm going to stay on for at least 1 hour. That's for sure. As a, the I think this is my third live. The first live, man, really pumped up my watch hours. It was pretty awesome. The second one did pretty well too, but the first one was because I had a lot of people come on, a lot of friends, and everybody come on there to check that first one out, and they didn't come to the second one though. My friends have all subscribed. Hey, cool move, not 619. That's awesome. My friends have all subscribed to me, but they watch when they have time. You know, they're busy and they're not into this type of stuff. So no pressure on them. I totally get it. Look at that, Kent. You just gained yourself a subscriber, man. All right, I'm gonna. There we go. I'm gonna keep those moderators coming. For any of you people who watch any gig tubers on YouTube, who was your first, or at least who was your favorite? I have a few of them I used to watch pretty regular. I don't have time to watch every video anymore because some people post videos every day, and I just don't have time for that anymore. Oh, there you go, Kent. And 619 subscribe to you too, buddy. But I still like I love Sarah's videos. I used to watch Ride Along with Bree all the time, but I haven't caught up to her in a long time. I do Flex. Flex is actually my favorite out of them all. I did 2 Flex blocks today. What is today? Today's Thursday. I did 2 of them on Tuesday as well. I did one Wednesday, one Monday. I got another one tomorrow, another one Saturday. I keep those Flex blocks coming. I love them. You never know. You could get screwed over with them. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just get put far away. Like I live in Green Cove Springs, and yeah, this morning my morning block was only 12 deliveries, which is pretty cool. That's pretty damn easy. But I had to go all the way out to McClenny, which Baldwin and McClenny. Is that how it's pronounced? I don't know if I'm even saying that right. I think I am, but I had to go all the way out there. So by the time I got done delivering, I was an hour away from home, and that's not ideal. My one I did this afternoon when I got done, I was like 12 minutes from home. So you never know. That part is a crapshoot, but if you take them at the right amount of money, it doesn't matter. You know, I can dash in between them if I have to. Does the rideshare guy post anymore? He was my first and bought his book. Oh, he had a book? I don't know if he posts or not. I do remember listening to or watching his videos, way back when I started doing this. I'm about 14 months into this, and probably 16 months into watching YouTube videos, because I think I watched for a couple of months before I actually started driving. But I remember the rideshare guy. I don't know. That's a great question. I guess we'll have to go look and see. I like Brash Dasher too. He's pretty good. He posts every day. I can't watch all of his videos, but when I do get a chance, he has some pretty good content. Who else do I like? There's quite a few that I like that do a pretty good job. There's quite a few that are a little obnoxious and full of themselves too. Those ones I try to stay away from, avoid. All right. This is rolling along pretty good. So anybody got any questions? Ask away. Everything is open. And for those of you who don't know, I've lived in Florida for the last 2 years. I moved here from Michigan. I lived in Michigan for 50 years. And I love Florida. And a few things that you got to get used to here. It's a different culture here, obviously, the weather. And I never knew about the summer rain situation here, where it seems like every day for like 15 or 20 minutes, it's just an absolute downpour of rain. That was something new to learn. I came here expecting the 100-degree weather, even though it still does not. It still is hard to get used to, man. That stuff is brutal. I can't see anybody living here without like an air conditioner. That would be crazy. In Michigan, if your air conditioner brokes, I really said brokes. If your air conditioner breaks, yeah, you'll be okay. But here, yeah, there's only a few months a year that you don't need it. I worked 3:30 to 8, $130 and $11.86, both done an hour early. Oh, so okay, you do the early morning ones. That's what I like too. At least your first one is the early morning one. Wow, so you made a couple $100. That's nice, man. Yeah, I did. My one this morning was 3:40. Yeah, 3:45 to 7:15. It was a 3.5 hour. And then my one this afternoon was 1 to 4. They're eliminating the 3 hour blocks out here. They're even though they do have some in the afternoon, all their early morning ones used to be 3 hours. Now none of them are. They're all 3.5 hours. So I'm cool with that though. 3.5 hour pays a little more, so I'm all right. Rain in Hawaii was even worse. You used to live in Hawaii? Damn. Hawaii, I want to just visit it once. It's on my to-do list, that's for sure. There's a lot of places on my to-do list. I'd probably have to live to be 160 to be able to go to them all. I did. Me and my wife 2 years ago went to Boston, and I've always wanted to go to Boston. Now, people might say, Boston, what the hell? But if you like history, American history, Boston is the place to go, and I love American history. We saw so many cool things. The North Church, um, and you actually could see the actual spot where, oh my God, what is the Frenchman's name? I'm drawing a blank. But where he stood when they put the bust of George Washington up in like 17 or maybe early 1800s. Um, and he stood there and watched them do it to make sure that they didn't break it or chip it or do anything. And the bust is still sitting there. It's really, really cool. We went to Paul Revere's house. His house is still standing. You're not allowed to take pictures or nothing in there, but it's really neat, a really cool look back into time. A lot of roads are still red brick, and just we went to a cemetery there that where so many of the dead that were buried there were killed in the Revolutionary War. We went on the USS Constitution, which I did not know was actually still considered an active Navy warship. This ship was built in 1799, and it is remarkable to see this thing too. Now, if you have any height on you, you're going to be ducking when you go to the lower levels. I guess people were shorter back then. I don't know, but it's so cool. It was man, that was one of the funnest trips I think I've ever went on, and we went in October, and we got to see the Boston Marathon. The Boston Marathon is usually ran in April, but we due to COVID, it was pushed back to October, and we luckily got to go there when that was happening. So we got to watch the Boston Marathon, and Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds were filming a movie right outside our B&B. We never saw them. We did see some scenes being shot and everything, and it was pretty neat. It was a man. We had so much fun. I got to tour Fenway Park, and I'm a baseball guy, so that was really cool. Oh, my dad was stationed there. We lived on Wheeler Army Air Force Base. Hawaii rained like every day. At least with Florida, you can go several days with no rain, but not in Hawaii. It does. It rains every day in Hawaii. In all of Hawaii? Oh, I did not even know that. But then again, I didn't know that it did that here either. Hey, everybody, make sure you click that like button for me. Just to help with this algorithm, please. YouTube likes those like buttons clicked. Finally home. Enjoy the rest of your stream. I'm about to shower and make some burgers. All right, man. Thanks for tuning in, AFK. We'll talk later. $12.06. I'll tell you what, I got a lot of respect for people that can get on and do these lives and can constantly chat. If I don't get messages, man, I start losing and I start going down. Well, thanks, Laney. I appreciate that. I'm trying. This is it's fun. I enjoy it. It's cool interacting with you guys like this instead of just through, I leave a comment one day, you leave a comment the next. So this is nice. It's something I'm definitely going to do once a week. At least once a week. There may be times I do it more than that. If I can get my phone to work a little bit better when I'm not hooked up to Wi-Fi, the picture's really, really bad when I'm not hooked up to Wi-Fi. I have to find a really good area to do it if I want to do it from my car. I just don't know if I'd be able to do it while dashing because of how bad the picture is. So we'll see. Always up to trying. Oh, that spaghetti is smelling good. Uh-oh. What are some horror stories of yours? Something to tell the wife why you need a dash cam. Something to tell the wife. Well, since I don't do ride share anymore, I did that for a couple of months, and that was a disaster all in itself. But I've almost been rear-ended a couple of times, so it would have to be a dash cam that faces both. Well, hello, Mary. Welcome aboard. And I don't know. I guess that's probably it, unless something comes to me. I don't know. I haven't, thank God, gotten into an accident yet, but it's definitely been close. There's just so much traffic and so many people, they just can't get to where they need to be fast enough. They're weaving in and out, driving like a bunch of morons. Mary, what are you up to today? Are you working or are you done? Everybody's quiet. Oh, and for anybody who wasn't on here when I said it earlier, if you're looking for something to watch, Hulu has a 5-part miniseries called Under the Bridge. Highly recommend. I've only watched one episode though, and that one episode was really, really good and had a kind of a whoa moment at the end. And so we will see how it all goes. We're going to continue that with our dinner. Do not do rideshare without a camera. My 3 years, I had 57 pukers. 57 pukers? Damn. I almost had one. I did not. Wow, 57. Yeah, I won't, man. I won't. Believe me, I'm completely done with. I just don't think I can do rideshare anyways. Some of the people I had to deal with on there, it got ridiculous. 57 pukers, jeez, dude. Do you still do it, or are you done? Did that scare you away? Oh, there's a cat. I would quit Uber the first time someone threw up in my car. Had one guy kick my arm from the back seat and I almost crashed into the center divide. Wow! Did he kick it out of anger? Yeah, man, I just don't know how these rideshare people deal with this kind of stuff, man, on a day-to-day basis. I just had a bunch of people lie about, their dogs being service dogs when they obviously wasn't, and jumping into my front seat. And I had a lady light up a cigarette in my car and tell me she wasn't putting it out or wasn't getting out. And it's just, they don't pay enough to deal with that. So you get Prop 22, right? I don't know exactly how that works, if they have to pay you a certain amount per ride, or if DoorDash or Uber or whatever has to pick up the slack of what you don't get and pay you more later. I don't know. But anything that puts more money in your hands, I guess, is okay. Yeah, Ken, I never had anybody puke in my car, but I definitely have had close. I've had one guy who was absolutely fall down drunk. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They walked him out to my car from a bar on Blanding, and he got in, and every time I turned, he fell. I mean, he was so freaking trashed, and he lived in an apartment. And I pulled in front of his apartment, and I get out, I walk around. And I started to help him into his apartment, but he didn't know where his apartment was. He was that drunk. And I finally did see somebody there who helped him the rest of the way into his apartment. But it's like, I'm not taking you to the apartment if you don't know if it's yours. I'm not going to let you in somebody else's house. Oh, man, some of the things people go through. Lyft would pay you $300 to get it cleaned up. I would clean it. Yeah, guy was drunk. I dropped him off instantly. I was always working nights, 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. Yeah, that's definitely when you're going to get the drunks, but that's also definitely when you're going to make the money. But Lyft actually would give you $300 to clean it up? Damn. That's pretty nice, at least. I mean, I still don't want people puking in your damn car, though. Be funny if an Uber customer was so drunk they tip you $700. Yeah, it would be. I think this guy tipped me $5. To me, the pay for rideshare was so bad. I didn't really get why it was, in a lot of cases, lower than delivering the food. Just if you're letting someone in your car, they should pay you more money. At least here it is. I know people who do great on that. I know a couple of guys in Phoenix who do it, and they do really well. They make a lot of money, but that was not the case for me. Last ride I did was a puker. I had enough of them. Dude put his girlfriend in the car, and she just instantly puked on herself. I'm like, get out. $300 ride to nowhere. He throws them out right away. That's awesome. That's great. And that was it for you, though, huh? How long have you been on Amazon Flex, 619? I've been on that for about a year, but there was a gap where I stopped, like a 2 month gap, and then there was another like month and a half gap where I stopped because they updated the app and it screwed stuff up. So anytime you had a package to return, it wouldn't let you pick up the next route. It was just so I just stopped doing it, and then they did a couple of updates after that, and I got back into it then. But I loved it. I missed it, man, when I wasn't doing it. I just love making that guaranteed money. Them 3 a.m. shifts ain't too bad either. Sometimes the customers make it difficult by not giving you an access code when they live in a gated community, but there's no traffic. The weather's a little cooler. It has more pros than cons though. Do you have to deal with people not giving you access codes? Or is that just a Florida thing? I have a feeling it's an everywhere thing. I don't understand why they think we can just climb their gate. What do they want us to do? I know Uber and DoorDash customers do the same thing sometimes, but at least that's during a time of the day where you can get a hold of somebody or maybe follow a car in. At 3 or 4 in the morning, no cars are going in the communities. Some are coming out, and I do sneak in the exit after they leave sometimes. I got to get in there some damn how. But if you ever are stuck at a gate, try pound 0911. That definitely helps me a lot. It works in a lot of gates. I remember getting it 10 times while it was raining. Oh, they used to do multipliers? See, that was before I started doing it, I guess. So you would get something that would come in and it would tell you this is a 3-time multiplier or something? How neat. Yeah, I've never even heard of that. Man, you Ubered some 50 miles with a 10. Man, you had to make you could have probably just done that one trip and been done for the day. Anybody else on here do Uber X or Lyft, or are curious about doing them? Just wondering, so I can try to talk you out of it. Oh yeah, see, I think for females it can be really dangerous, depending on, maybe not even depending on what time of the day, but especially if you want to work at night. I definitely would not. I've been doing Flex almost 3 years. Wow. All right, there you go. Yes, the no passcode thing is so annoying. They live there. They know that they have a gate. So yeah, man, I get it. I get it. I want to get somebody to. I want to do like a challenge of some sorts, but I want to be able to record it. So I want somebody who wants to record themselves and maybe do just like a lunchtime challenge. They do it from their area. I do it from my area. We see who makes the most money. We can make it to where I heard. Now this is me copying off of somebody. This part that that this challenge that was done, the loser had to pay the difference. Like say I made 300 and you made 200, the difference would be $100. You would have to pay $100 to my charity of choice. So it would be fun and it'd go to a good cause. So I'll get somebody to do one with me. Most annoying thing is Amazon giving me a package at 4 a.m. for a business that doesn't open until 9 a.m. I know. I had one for a dentist office a couple of months ago. It was 4:30 in the morning. Obviously, nobody's gonna frickin' be there. And on some cases, I might even just say, "Hell with it! I'm just gonna frickin' leave it at the door." But it was raining and it was a Friday, or I'm sorry, it was a Saturday. It was a Saturday early morning, so that package was going to be sitting out there all weekend, and I didn't want to be responsible for it for that long of a period. But do you ever get those 3 a.m. ones where you need a customer signature or a customer's one-time passcode? Because if it's a signature, I'll sign it myself and just leave it. But if it's the passcode, yeah, you can't do nothing about that. Do you do other things too, 619? Besides flex, do you DoorDash when you're not flexing? Oh, and this was at 3 a.m., right? They're so stupid, I swear. What makes me laugh is it'll say no recipient required, and right under that it will say you need a customer signature. Now, how in the hell am I going to get a signature if he's not required to be there to give me the signature? Looks like it's just me and you, 619. Everyone else is just watching. But I'm okay with that. As long as people are watching, I'm getting the watch hours. Have you done that? I've never called the 4 a.m., man. I just can't do it. But that would be great. One of these days, I'll have to get the balls to do that, man. Today, when I had my early morning route that was far away, the very first delivery I had, the guy said in his description to knock and call no matter what time. Yeah, he was actually there. When I knocked, he came to the door and gave me his passcode. Man, usually when I usually know when I get something with a passcode at that time of the day that I'm screwed. But this guy came through. Both of my blocks today went pretty well though. The one was far away, but it's still the deliveries went nice and everything. As long as my deliveries go well. Sometimes I stress myself out with these deliveries, trying to get to. Oh man, my foot is itching. Trying to get these packages delivered and can't get through gates, and I might just start taking your route, man, and just start saying, "All right, back to the warehouse." And send them a text and say, "Tried to get in but couldn't. So your package is going back to the warehouse, so you can wait a couple days." Like I've said before, they know they have gates. They know. Worst delivery I ever had with Amazon was only 15 packages. And it went to 15 different gated communities. Oh, I can't remember the name of the area in Jacksonville. And every single community had one package, and only two people left codes to get in. And this was early on in me doing it, so I thought I had to get the packages delivered. So this was only a 3-hour route, but it took me the full 3 hours, and it's the only time I've ever had the full 3 hours. I had to use the full 3 hours. One guy had an apartment, and not only could I not get through the gate, but I finally did. I could not get in the apartment. It was all the pass cards, the code cards, and you had to hold them up to the box, and the door would beep and let you in. I could not figure out how to get in here. It was so frustrating, man. That was definitely one of the maddest I've ever been doing one of these. And like I said, I was only 2 for 15 in passcodes. And you would think that I would get 2 deliveries in one of them one time so I could knock off a couple of boxes, but no. Everything that was miserable. Support told me to leave some of them at the gate. And I did. I did. I got hit with a thing saying that I did not deliver the package, and but they took it off because they know that they told me to do it, so it got immediately removed. I had some area 2 times today. Super chill day, just a couple issues. Oh, okay. Same area twice. All right. Do you deliver in San Diego? Is that a busy city though? I'm sure it's got a lot more people than Jacksonville does. In Jacksonville, traffic is rough in the afternoon there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've heard people. There are areas here that have that fob issue as well. I haven't had to address it yet. I belong to a Amazon Flex Jacksonville Facebook page, and they were talking about it there. And the leasing center usually isn't open at 2 o'clock in the morning. Crazy. I needed a phone. Okay, same one. Where did everybody go? Everybody's just loving our conversation, I guess. Oh, well, thank you, Lainey. I will appreciate that very much. You guys are the best. I love this community of people. They're really down to earth, really good people. All of y'all. All right, everybody. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and get the heck out of here, but I want to say one more time, if you would like to join and become a member, please do. It's $1.99 a month. I only have one tier. So it's definitely affordable, and I will do this how you want it done. I will let you guys vote on the days that you want to see these live chats, so I can make sure everybody can be in them. Yes, 619. I definitely love the free money thing. That's happened quite a bit to me. It's been probably a couple of months, but that happens a lot, and nothing makes me happier than driving back home after making, $95 for just driving there. All right, so you guys all have an amazing day, and stay safe out there for all you gig workers. And you know what? Everybody stay safe. You don't have to be a gig worker to stay safe. And I'll talk to you guys very soon. Don't forget to like. All right, later.